Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the factors influencing the pricing. So before fixing the pricing, because in the last presentation we have discussed about the product life cycle. Then after product life cycle, the pricing will come. So before setting the pricing, we need to understand what are the factors influencing to set up the pricing. So to understand this, we are classified into two types, that is the internal factors and the external factors. Like internal factors, there are a lot of things are there, like where we need to consider the company objectives. So what is the main company objectives? The company objectives might be it's a ROI, that's a return on investment, how much they have invested, they need to take back that amount. Then apart from that, the objective is like profit, to earn the maximum profit, and we need to beat the competition in the market and to create the awareness, that is the advertisement in the market. So a lot of objectives will be there, so that we need to consider before fixing the price. Then second one is, that is a cost. What is the cost of the product, what is the cost of the manufacturing, and what is the actual cost of the product, how much what is the cost of the production, and what is the overhead of the cost. So including all those things, we need to fix a price for that. Then the third point is the product differentiation. So how our product will be differs in the market. For example, if our product is an exclusive product like Rolex or Ray-Ban, then definitely we need to keep the higher price, because our product is a little bit different in the market. That is what we can say, the product differentiation. Then maybe the marketing mix. As you know, there's a marketing mix, it considers the all four P's of marketing, that's the product, price, place, and promotion. So considering all those four P's, we need to fix a price. And apart from that, there's a fifth point is, that's a life cycle. So you know that in the life cycle there are four stages will come, that is a introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So each and every stage we need to take care of the pricing, how much we need to change in the price for the product. Then we need to identify the quality, what is the quality of the product and how much we are keeping the price for that product, that also we need to take care here. Then finally it will come the brand image. So what is the brand in the market of a product? There are a lot of competition is there in the market. Maybe the local competition will be there, or maybe national competition is there, or maybe international competition is there. So where our product will stand, and what is the brand image in our product in the market. So those things we need to take care here, that those are the internal factors. And apart from that, external factors, as you all know, that there's a demand maybe, and the competition, and maybe the government factors, or maybe the customer perceptions, and maybe the buying behavior. These all things will be involved in before fixing the price. So these are the factors influencing the pricing. So let's see one by one here. What is that? If you go to the introduction, you know that pricing introduction, the price is money charged for the product or services. That is the main important. So price means whatever we are going to charge for the product or the services, that is the important, that is the pricing. Then it is everything that the customer has to give up in order to acquire a product or services. So whatever the customer is giving up the price, that is what we can say the price for the product. Then third point we are talking about, third point, okay, that is the price is not the same thing as cost. You know that cost of the production is different. Apart from the cost of the production, we are going to add up various things like advertisement or office heads, or maybe the various expenses. So after all this adding, we are going to fix the final price. That is what we are talking about. Pricing is not the same thing as cost. Apart from that, various things we are going to add into setting the price. Then if you talk about the fourth point, that is pricing, one of the most important business decision, because the business will run based on the price of the product, whether it's maybe the goods or the services. Maybe goods, for example, whatever the goods you are going to sell, you need to fix a price for that. Similarly for the service also, we need to fix a price. For example, you know that if you go to the barber shop, there are different prices for the different services will be there. So this is how the services also is there. So that is one of the most important business decision is based on the price. Then if we talk about the next point, that is unlike other elements of the marketing mix, that is the pricing decisions directly affect revenues rather than the cost. So the pricing is very much important in the business, so that we need to take care here. Then fifth point, that is, it contributes to the perception of the product or services by the customers. So perception is very much important. If the customer will feel that your product is good and the quality is good, then definitely they are going to pay whatever you have fixed the price. So the customer perception also we are considering before the price setting. Then if you talk about the last point, that is, there are so many factors to consider and much uncertainty about whether the price change will have the desired effect. Yes, definitely, you know that the uncertainty will be there in the market. So before setting the price, there are various factors will be there. Those factors we need to consider before fixing the price. Okay, then next, what do you mean by the price? The price is the value that is put to a product or services and the result of the complex set of calculation, research, and understanding the risk taking ability. So this is what we are talking about, the price. So before fixing the price, we need to understand all these factors here. Then according to the Philip Putler, what he says about the pricing? Pricing is the amount of the money charged for the product or services. Definitely, whatever we are giving the value for the product, that is what we are saying about the price. Then Stanton defines that price is the amount of money or goods needed to acquire some combination of another goods and its accompanying services. So you know that if you are charging extra price, then definitely you need to customers are expecting the extra services for that. That is what we are talking about here. Then next slide, if you're talking about the pricing decision, so before setting the price, the company's responsibility is more because the company is going to decide how much price we need to fix for the product. So let's see what it says in the presentation. Pricing is the process whereby the business sets a price at which it will sell its products and services and may be part of the business marketing plan. In setting the prices, the business will take into account the price at which it could acquire the goods and manufacturing cost, the marketing place, competition, market condition, brand, and the quality of the product. This is what I have said in the beginning itself. So before fixing the price, we need to consider all these things. Okay, that is what we are talking about. That is marketplace. Okay, which place you are going to sell it out. If you are selling into the hot places like in Bangalore and all, then definitely we need to keep the higher price. The same price in the local places is unable to afford the price. So before fixing the price, we need to consider these things. Then manufacturing cost. What is the cost of the manufacturing? That also we need to consider before take the decision of the pricing. Then what is the competition? So if the competition is there, then definitely we need to keep the lesser price. You know that if the price is less, then definitely customers will attract. You know that we used to say in the class, that is, customers always expect that is a cheap and the best. If you keep the lesser price, then definitely customers will attract towards your product. So we need to understand what is the competition about our product. Then based on that, we need to fix the price. Then market condition. What is the condition of the market? So if the condition, that means if the availability product is more, then definitely we need to keep the lesser price. If the availability is less, that the scarcity is there in the market, then definitely we need to keep the higher price. Depends on the situation, we need to change. Then if you talk about the brand, if the brand is good brand, then definitely people will buy. And we need to understand that the market condition, whether the customers is brand conscious or not. If they are brand conscious, then definitely we need to build our brand. We can able to build our brand based on our quality. Okay, quality and services, based on that we can able to build our brand in the customer's mindset. Then definitely the quality of the product, that will include in this particular brand. So these all things we need to consider before taking the price decision. Then as I said, there are two factors of influencing the pricing decision. That is the internal factors and the external factors. So in the internal factors, that is the cost, company objectives, organizational factors, marketing mix, product differentiation. Then external factors, competition, demand, supplies, economic conditions, consumers, and the government. So let's see one by one here. There are the internal factors. The internal factors are the factors that can be controlled, determined, and processed by the organization. So as we used to say that internal factors is a controllable factors. So based on the situation, based on the customer's expectation, we can able to change our product price. And you know that if you are changing the product price, we have a control that we can reduce the quality or maybe we can reduce the quantity here. So based on that, we can able to fix the price. That is the internal factors. Then if you talk about the second point, these factors are mostly in relation with the organization, business level strategy, and greatly influenced by the nature of the business. So it is based on the nature of the business as well as organization business level strategy. So based on that, we can able to fix the price here. These are the internal costs. So let's see one by one. That is the cost. As I said, the cost, we need to understand what is the major factors that determine where the price is. This is the cost. That is the cost. It includes maybe the total cost, fixed cost, and the variable cost. So total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost incurred by the organization in the production of goods and the services. Right? The cost of the production is largely influenced by the supplier cost. The cost of the production is largely influenced by the supplier of the cost. So if the supplier cost is increased, then definitely we need to increase in the product cost. So it depends on that is there the macroeconomic trends and the nature of the business. And in the fourth point, in an economy with high inflation rate, the cost of the production will rise. So expect where the organization has monopoly of its supply. So you know that the pricing strategies, the cost in the cost we are talking about. So if the inflation rate is high, then definitely we need to increase the production. Okay, so if the production, if the production increase, then definitely we can able to reduce the cost of the production. So if the cost of the production is less, then definitely we can keep the lesser price where we can able to attract the customers. So that is how, based on the cost of the product, we can able to keep the prices. Then the company objectives. As I said, the company objectives, if we talk about the generally, then we are talking about the maybe rate of return on investment. So how much we have invested in the company, we need to take back that amount. Then what is the main thing is there's a profit. Okay, so these are the main objectives of the companies will be there. So if we talk about presentation points, then some organizations set the cost plus pricing. In such case, a percentage is added to the cost of the production in order to arrive at the price. For example, if my product cost is around 25 rupees, there is a production cost, then I'll keep the percentage. I should get a minimum of 50% of the profit. Then definitely if my product cost is 25, then definitely my the profit will be 12 rupees, 12.5 rupees. So it will come around, that is 25 plus 12.5 is equal to 37.50 rupees. So this is the price how I can able to keep. Then if we talk about the argue here is that the company's objective is profit maximization, and therefore a pricing decision must be that will consider the profit maximization of the objective. So as I said, the main objective of the company is to earn the profit. So to earn the profit, then definitely we need to keep the higher price based on the investment, and based on the expenses we are keeping the price. That is what we are talking about, ultimately earning the more maximum profit. Then if we talk about the third point, when pricing decisions are made, they must be in line with the overall company objectives. As this, it will be informed that the pricing objectives really, so that the pricing decisions made will not be against the company objective. So before fixing the price, we need to understand what is the main objective of the company. If that many of the companies, the main objectives is to serve the people or maybe to attract the people, so they are not considering the profit. For example, if you take the Jio, if the Jio has been started from the Reliance, their main objective is to serve to the people and to attract the people. So that's the reason they have given initially free of cost. Then later they have started charging, that is different. But initially their objective is to capture the complete market. So what I'm saying, ultimately depends on the company's objectives, we can able to fix the price. Some companies, their objective is to earn the profit. and some companies will, the objective is to create the awareness in the market. So here we can keep the lesser price, and some companies, the main objective is to serve the society. So they are not considering of the profit, they just concentrate on whether our product will be reaching each and every corner of the place or not. So based on the company objectives, we can able to fix the price. Then there's the organizational factors. So pricing decisions occurs on two level of the organization. Overall price strategy is dealt with by top executives. They determine the basic ranges that the product falls into the terms of the segments. So here we need to take care of various things like organizational factors. So many organizational factors will be there. That is that is what we are talking about. Maybe the product life cycle, you can say, or maybe the organizational factors what we are talking about. Maybe the marketing strategies will be there. So marketing strategies, you know that the price should be according to the marketing mix strategies. There's the marketing mix components are 4 P's. That's depends on the product, price, and the place promotion. So based on that, we can able to fix the price. Then we can talk about the product life cycles. You know that there are 4 stages are there. So 4 stages, in each and every stage we need to change our price, okay, to attract the customer. So intro, we need to give the lesser price. Then in the growth stage, definitely we can able to keep up the little high price. Then in the maturity stage, definitely we need to what you can implement or modify the product, and we can able to change the price also for that. In the declining stage, definitely we need to keep lesser price to attract more customers and try to attract the customers. So this is how the organizational factors will be there.